Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Stockopolis Jack here, bringing you a brand new video. And today, we are going to give an update video on MMTLP and MMAT metamaterials. And boy, oh boy, as you can see, sitting at $6.69, up 52% on the day, up near 300% within the past 7 days. And Meta with a massive day today, up almost 33% on the day, over that dollar range again, which is nice to see. But today we're going to be discussing MMTLP and what it's beginning to look like at the start of a short squeeze. Or you could say at the start, you can say it's already begun. And I believe this has way more potential to go. In my last video, I know a lot of you guys had some criticism for me, and we looked at both sides of stuff. I know I never looked over everything, but this video is going to be more of looking just at the potential squeeze and the numbers that show for there and not so much next bridge. So as you can see today, MMTLP was the #1 trending on StockTwits, and they gained the most watchers on StockTwits, like way more than the next one of Pineapple Energy there. And as you can see, this was on October 11th for today's date, but as you can see, substantially increased short percentage up to 64.6% from the 47 on the previous day. And as you can see, it is gaining and gaining. The short percentage going up and up and up. Hence, possibly why the price is going up due to, them having to cover. And as you can see, they have 15 days left to cover. And again, this is right in the range of what could be a juicy short squeeze. And as you can see, the average short volume is 30%. In order to see, a heavily shorted stock and whatnot, it's usually 50%, but the average is probably like less than 5%. And in order to see a potential short squeeze would be around 10 to 15. But again, 30% with the cover days being at 15. And again, the distribution date is not announced. So whenever that's announced, there could be shorts panicking as we saw the shorts increase percentage going up. But here's the fees. This is on an iBurrow desk. 22.4% fee to borrow, and there's only 10,000 shorts shares available. And as you can see earlier this morning, it was only 500, so it was becoming more available. But again, 500 this morning, and we saw a massive increase. Again, here is what is listed in the S1. And again, we went over this last video, but this is very important, and you do not see many companies list this in their S1s. In particular, if any investors have sold shares of MMTLP short, then in connection with the distribution, such investors may feel compelled to buy shares of MMTLP to cover such sales before the distribution. If this were to occur, given the potential high demand from buyers with a relatively low supply of MMTLP shares available for sale in the OTC market, roughly 165 million, the MMTLP price per share as shown in the OTC market, this is a big point here, may rise significantly, but not be representative of the value of an underlying shares of our common stock that you will receive in the distribution. And they even basically sent out a warning for shorts to cover due to the potential of this happening, which is pretty crazy. Now, a lot of people has been talking about the 3.7 billion barrels of oil. And as you can see now, this was on, as you can see on below, June 25th, 2019. Torchlight isn't sitting on a billion barrel field. It's actually 3.7 billion barrels of recoverable hydrocarbons. As we know with the next company's name, NextBridge Hydrocarbon, this gives more, leeway and, confirmation. But again, as we discussed, its land is not yet, discovered land, quote unquote. I'm not saying that is bearish. And yes, there's potential buyers. I totally agree. And again, it's just great to see, and a potential buyer could be in the horizon, which is massive. But again, quickly, the NextBridge will act as the private company at first, with no listing. It will not be publicly traded, and of course, you cannot short a company that is not publicly traded. Therefore, all shorts will be forced to close their positions, even the ones that their brokerage won't let them trade OTC. So again, that is the key. And again, I'll get into this quickly. I cannot confirm nor deny. I've seen images saying, pictures going around of Torchlight Energy shorts when the merger occurred. And I was in it back then, I'll be honest. And of course, I've held out. So I want the absolute best for this company. But they're saying about 65, I believe, million shares were shorted. Now, whether or not they recovered, I'm not quite sure. If you know down below, please leave your comments. Criticize me all you want, but just let me know what you know. And there were new pipelines drilled. I'll get into that as well, because people commenting that I never mentioned in my last video. Yes, there were new pipelines drilled, and that's because they had to keep everything active for a potential buyer. And 4 well permits were just applied for as well, which is huge as well. But again, the big thing, MMTLP shorts and synthetic shorts and naked shorts and whatever it be. They got T plus 2 days before it goes private to cover. And again, remember back little Volkswagen, they squeezed all the way to $1,300. And there's after being oil companies in the past squeeze high as well with the potential of oil. But again, guys, enough with this discussion. I just wanted to bring you the potential here. And as you can see, quickly go back to here. The short percentage is rising. Whether or not today they covered and that declined, I don't know. But again, you have to be careful. There's going to be a lot of volatility regardless of, what the outcome will be. When the distribution date will be, whether it's weeks away, another month. It could be at the end of October, but again, that's not confirmed. So again, Meta is improving and increasing because of this, because they own millions of shares in MMTLP, of course. That's helping their stock, which is fantastic to see. But again, guys, if you got this far in the video, leave your comments down below on what you're selling at, what price you're selling at, what potential you think this has to get to. I hope you have a fantastic day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, subscribe for more content. Of course, thanks for watching.